Welcome to Gold Bull Resources. We are gearing up for another drill program at our Sandman project located in Nevada near Winnemucca. We have a 4,000 meter initial drill program which will be targeting high grade feeder structures. We're looking for the source or the mother lode of the gold to which our existing small oxide resources came from. We believe that there are feeder zones located beneath many of our smaller gold resources, and these feeder zones have never been targeted for as a distinct target. So essentially we're targeting sleeper style mineralization beneath the known small oxide resources. We're looking for the mother lode, and we're going to be starting drilling in mid-January. Sandman is located in Nevada. It's near the mining hub of Winnemucca. And importantly, it is a long strike in a very similar setting to the Sleeper deposit, which is one of the highest grade, most profitable deposits in Nevada. And we're looking for another sleeper at Sandman. Sandman has been the subject of exploration since the 80s. Over $30 million has been spent. However, the opportunity that we see is that most of that money has been spent in the top 100 meters, yet the most significant deposit style we believe occurs beneath the top couple hundred meters at a target depth of around 250 to 350 meters, where we've got less than 2% of the historical drill holes. This slide depicts our model. So essentially the gold has traveled up known structures, and then it's accumulated at the paleo water table where we've got our known resources up here, the North Hill, Silica Ridge, Southeast Pediment, and Able Knoll. Importantly, the previous explorers have neglected what we consider the main target along this geological contact of pre-tertiary basement rocks. As gold travels up structures, the natural place for it to fall out is going to be its first pressure release zone, and that is this geological contact. Now, we've got a lot of data that indicates that this contact is located within the upper 200 to 300 meters, in particularly underneath our known gold oxide resources. Well, that's the most obvious place to look, because we're wondering whether the mother lode is sitting beneath them and just has never been drilled deep enough to test these things. So in the next couple of slides, I'll share a video and I'll go through some of our team's targeting rationale on why we think this is going to be quite a game-changing drill program for the company. So our team have been very busy collating all of the historical data into one modern data package. We've now used Leapfrog 3D software and QGIS to integrate all the previous generations of work. On this particular image, we can see our plan of operation polygon, which is the black polygon. And on top of that, we've got our resource polygons. There's North Hill at the top near the cursor, going to Silica Ridge, Southeast Pediment, and Able Knoll. And we've overlaid generations of data going back from the Kennecott days in the 80s, Santa Fe, Western State, New Frontier, Newmont. And we've been the first company to collate all those historical explorers' data into one GIS and 3D modeling software. From that, we've been able to locate the gaps. Now you're looking at our proposed drill holes in the red and the green. And we're going to be targeting gaps where we believe there are high-grade feeders. Historical explorers have really been focused on the stratigraphic or the stratiform mineralization at Sandman. Now we've zoomed in to Silica Ridge. We actually believe that the high-grade chutes or structures are probably a more important host and more important target. So we're stepping back and doing things a little differently. Really looking at the structures, and we're interrogating our data, going through every single deposit and pulling out the high-grade hits, the historical high-grade hits where we've got, say, over 5 grams a ton. And this is an example of what we've done at Silica Ridge, and we've done that at every deposit. We've modeled the geology, then we've overlaid the drill holes, then we've overlaid the structures, and we've also done additional geophysics to really work out where our gold-bearing structures are going and what they're doing. And I'll just skim through this presentation a little. Now we've got our gold polygons over. This is all in this 3D software called Leapfrog, which again has never been done at Sandman. And via doing this, we've come up with some really important high-grade chutes in the model. And now we're targeting our drill holes on these high-grade shoots. So you can see here we've got 4 high-grade shoots at Silica Ridge. Now we're looking at drilling at the intersection of these high-grade shoots and the basement rocks. So again, our model is something very new. We believe that this is analogous to a number of deposits in the state of Nevada. We're looking for epithermal mineralization, volcanic hosted. We're looking at these structures, and we think these are the gold-bearing structures based on our known mineralization. And again, we've done this. This is Silica Ridge. We can go to North Hill, and you'll see basically the same targeting. And importantly, because we've got a lot of shallow holes, they've all missed this contact. So you can see very little holes penetrating this contact between the basement and these high-grade shoots. So there lies the opportunity, in our opinion, at Sandman. This is a very similar story at all of our other deposits. The green dots and the red dots are our pierce points where we want to test. And you can really see in this 3D model that despite $30 million worth of drilling in the past, they've really missed the main target if you buy into our model that the gold is going to deposit at this pressure release point of the very different 2 rock types on the contact of pre-tertiary. So it's exciting times, and I'll just show you a couple of the other deposits, but it's basically the same model. We're looking for these high-grade shoots. Here we're at North Hill, where we've got at least 4 high-grade shoots. We're looking at the intersection of these high-grade shoots. And again, we've identified our pierce points in these red and green proposed drill holes and the contacts, the geological contact, which is a factual contact based on intercepts that we've got in our database. And again, you can see hardly any drill holes go into the main target. So the high-grade target at the contact remains largely untested. So really exciting times. We're very much looking forward to testing these drill holes. And the similar story for Southeast Pediment here. And then again for Able Knoll. Again, high-grade shoots being modeled based on 5 gram a ton intersections, which you can see in the magenta. Then we've created our shoots and our faults. And again, we're looking at our contacts where there's a real lack of data. Not only are we looking at existing resources, this target, for example, is where we don't yet have a resource, yet we do have gold intersected in historical drill holes, and we do have a very poorly untested basement contact. So we've got a few holes planned there, some more at some of our regional targets that have been derived based on CSAMT geophysical data, such as Windmill and Midway. Midway is our target between Silica Ridge and Southeast Pediment. So it's a very quick run through of some of the very exciting targets that we've generated. Our geology team has been working on these targets for about 6 months under the stewardship of our advisor, John Wood. And this concept of this basement target is analogous to a number of deposits in Nevada. So we're not reinventing the wheel here. It's just a deposit style that has never really been the focus at Sandman. We're looking for high-grade feeders such as Sleeper. And over the next couple of months, we'll be drilling for that target.